Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, let's talk about a fight I'm actually interested in. And it's all thanks to Sky Sports promoting of the fight. Gotta give them props, man. They have the best content now when it comes to promoting fights, when it comes to build up, when it comes to the face off. Gloves are off is their version. HBO Boxing had the face off back in the day, which really made you look forward to fights. They had their 24/7 shows, their great documentaries. Sky Sports is actually rivaling those type of vibes. They're actually almost as good as HBO Boxing in its heyday when it comes to promos and these documentary shows. I mean, watching this Gloves Are Off, I was laughing my ass off. It was that entertaining. And this is what boxing's missing in the US right now. I mean, I have no interest watching the zone commentators. None. They all suck. There's no Larry Merchants. There's no Jim Lampleys out there. Showtime is a little better. You know, Marinala has these nice little way with words. Al Bernstein is still Al Bernstein. But, you know, they're not HBO. And ESPN sucks. I can't stand Tim Bradley. You know, Ward ain't that interesting. You know, they just don't have these guys on the mic with a lot of strength. And it's a skill when it comes to promoting fights. And Sky Sports is doing a great job. They're actually making me interested in the fight, even though I believe Eubank should be a clear favorite in this fight. And this is a prediction video for what's going to be an interesting fight between Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith. As I'm doing this video, the line is increasing on Eubank. The sharps are putting money on Eubank. And the line was actually minus 220 like a fucking week ago. And I wish I would have took it. Now the juice is at minus 300. So that's going to make this play a little more tricky. This is a if you think Eubank's gonna win, and in my heart, my belief, I believe Eubank wins the fight, but I don't like the odds minus 300. So how am I gonna make money in this fight? I'm not laying $300 just to win $100. So if I'm gonna make any money in this fight, I have to pick how Eubank Jr. is gonna win. That's what's really tricky about this fight. My gut says that this fight goes the distance. However, Liam Smith is a guy who's been stopped before. He's a come forward pressure fighter, but has good technique. You know, he's battle tested. He's a veteran in the game. He's been in real fights. He's actually accomplished more than Chris Eubank Jr. He's been a world champion, a real one. He's made a defense of his title. He's been in there with the best of the best, the Mexican killers of his generation and the new generation. My man actually went the distance with Jaime Munguia. Munguia whooped his motherfucking ass. But I got to give Smith credit for sustaining that beating and not getting stopped. Munguia put a whooping on him. Canelo stopped him to the body. But Smith has been still in the game. He's still, challenging top opponents, top contenders, going to opponents' backyards against top contenders. He wins some, he loses some. But he's a tough guy, and he's a real fighter. But Eubank, right now, is the fresher fighter. He's the younger fighter by 1 year. And he's a significant favorite for a reason. And it's because of the style of Liam Smith. But Eubank is a different fighter nowadays. He's not that aggressive guy that would destroy some of his opponents anymore. Like when he beat the hell out of Abner Yildirim. He's not this guy anymore, or this guy when he destroyed Nick Blackwell and ended his career, or when he beat the hell out of Gary O'Sullivan. I like that Eubank, man. I love watching that Eubank. My man used to come. He used to step to you. He used to beat your ass up. Now, ever since he hooked up with Roy, he went the distance with Marcus Morrison. A so-so performance with this guy, and then he started well against Liam Williams, and then let Williams get back into the fight. He should have stopped Williams, and he didn't. The old Eubank would have stopped him. This Eubank is boxing a little too much. His jab still ain't great. It sucks. His jab is really bad. It baffles me, man, when world class fighters have shit jabs. Like, it's the most important punch in the game. How the fuck do you have a shit jab and you're a world class fighter? Just freaking blows my mind away, man. You've been in the game this long and you still can't throw an authoritative jab. But he's in there with Eubank's gonna be in there with a guy that's tailor-made style for him. He usually beats these aggressive come forward fighters, but he's fighting a little different nowadays. It's a risky fight to bet on because the juice sucks on Eubank Jr. And Eubank might get the stoppage if he still has the killer instinct in him. I don't know if he does. He's made a lot of money. He's 33 years old. But he's in there with a guy that has been stopped before. He's aggressive. He's open to punches. And he does cut in fights. So, man, I don't know. This is a risky fight to bet on. I might just parlay this with Eubank and someone else to make some money. I think it's risky to bet him by decision or by KO because of Liam Smith's style. If you're gonna bet by decision, this fight might not go the distance. If you're gonna bet the KO, you have to question if Eubank has a killer instinct to get a stoppage against this type of fighter nowadays. So I'm just gonna parlay this Eubank Jr. to win straight up money line with something else to try to make some money in this fight because in my heart I feel Eubank wins. I think he's the fresher guy. I think he's the more confident guy. He's the A side. He's the bigger name. He's the more exciting, entertaining fighter, and boxer wants him to win this fight. Smith is a good opponent, probably one of Eubank's better opponents to date, but he is coming up from weight. He's a career-long junior middleweight. He's been in some wars. I think he's a little more long in the tooth compared to Eubank Jr. Even though they're practically almost the same age, Smith has been in some real wars and he's been knocked out and he's been beaten up. But he's still shown he has some left in some of his fights, and he's still a guy that's capable, as Eubank Jr. said in that gloves are off. He's definitely still capable. And I expect a gutty performance. He's gonna come forward. He's gonna create some moments. He's gonna land some shots. But I think Eubank is the more. His jab sucks, but he's gonna be in there with a guy that's gonna come to him and he's gonna create opportunities for Eubank to hit him. So I just think Eubank's the fresher guy, the more athletic guy, and he has a more of an upside right now at both guys' stages in their career. I think Eubank has more left to give. And hopefully Eubank gets that big fight, world title fight. If and when he does, if he wins this fight, he gets that world title fight next. I don't think Eubank should fight Conor Benn unless it's on his terms. Has to be VADA testing. No weight clauses, no catch weight, no rehydration clauses if Ben wants that fight. You got to fight Eubank on his terms, brother, after you try to set him up with that bullshit ass deal that Eubank agreed to last time. Yeah, Eubank was lucky, man. Whoever leaked those drug test results, and I believe it was probably his father. Whoever it was, man, that setup was unreal, man. The setup was coming, man. That's why the odds was so close. I couldn't believe the odds was so close. But he was juice. I'm not gonna say shit, but it was suspect, man. The setup was there, and it almost came to fruition if those test results didn't get leaked. But I got Eubank to win the fight. I don't know how he wins. Most likely he wins by decision. Smith does have toughness. He is durable, but there's a possibility Eubank could cut him. He could stop him on cuts, or maybe he might flat out stop him to the body. Who knows? So tread carefully with this bet. And I wouldn't recommend Smith to win, but some people are picking Smith to win. Some guys in the game are actually riding with Liam Smith to score the upset over Chris Eubank Jr. But y'all let me know what y'all think. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.